I'm frustrated. Let's talk about it. Hey yo, I'm DT. Y'all the fam. This is Fam Talk. So we here to do what? Talk. So let's talk about it. I'm frustrated. Rather upset. There's topics that I want to talk about, but I really deem it to be pointless. Like, pointless. You can't talk about certain subjects, you can't address certain issues because people get into their feelings, and instead of listening to the truth, they rather stay in their feelings, and they rather be in this delusion. And I put it like this: it's like when somebody is sleeping, right? They're sleeping real good and they're having this great dream. If you wake them up, they're typically pissed off. Hell, if you wake up anybody doing anytime, they're usually mad. Why? Because sometimes the dream and the sleep be more peaceful than their real life. And that delusion is better for them to live in that delusion than deal with the harshness of reality. We cannot fix the black community because we cannot have the real conversations and get solutions and resolutions for the topics. We can't address like why the real reason why black men are not going to protect black women. We can't address why the black community is really failing. We can't address why the culture is made go instinct. We can't address these things because some toes have to be stepped on. We have to address the flaws and the mistakes of what black women did. We have to address the flaws and the mistakes of what black men did. We have to apologize and openly admit that we was wrong. Black men admit this, black women admit this, and that's not going to happen. Instead, people are going to lie to themselves and run away and go on vacation, go on these trips and buy all this luxurious stuff while inwardly they're messed up. The beautiful thing about me and my life is that I've been forced to deal with me. When I had my stroke and I was homeless and I ended up living in a hotel for 6 months, and like that made me realize certain things about life. I'm not materialistic. I don't have to have it because I realized I don't need it for survival. And when I tried to live in that illusion, when I tried to run, the Most High took it away from me. So that's why I say my confidence is the fact that I have no problem addressing anybody because I address me first. I did the work to address me. I'm not afraid. Me and my mom was beefing, like not necessarily beefing, but I had issues with that. I had to confront her. Had to say, no, you did this, you did this, you did this, you did this. She didn't like it. And she fought it, but now me and my mother have an amazing relationship. And it's easy for us to talk to each other now because we address that hurt. She admit the things she did wrong. I admit the things I did wrong. If you're able to admit that you wronged somebody, you're open yourself up for forgiveness. But if you never speak about it, it can never be forgiven. And sometimes when you hurt people, it's not always malicious. It's not always malicious intent. It's not designed for like, it's not like I'm trying to hurt you. It's just that sometimes in the middle of life, you may hurt somebody that you love. My neighbor, when I lived in Bridlewood, my neighbor dog got stuck in the fence. He went over there, the dog is panicking and swinging his head and biting. He bit the neighbor's ear off. Did that dog do it in malicious? No, the dog was in pain. And so that dog ended up lashing out on whatever was close to it. The dog was not intentionally say, I'm gonna bite my master's ear off. And you know what's crazy? My neighbor kept the dog. Because my neighbor understood that the dog was in pain and it was not malicious. When somebody's trying to correct you, it's not out of malice, it's out of love. The Bible says that the Lord loves those who he chastises. Those who he disciplines, he loves. Discipline is a form of love. I discipline you, I correct you because I love you. If you're walking around musty, I'm going to say, hey, you need to put some deodorant on. My mentor was like, yo, DT, like what do you eat? I eat this. He's like, okay. He was like, hey, you may want to watch this, because I noticed when you smell, you have a body odor. And I went and I asked somebody about it. It says based off the food that you're eating, that smell is toxins coming out your body. Beware of that. He didn't do that out of malice. He did that because he cared. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like my mentor initially, I used to fight him left and right. He told me, it's like, bro, you act like a scorned woman. A woman who's been hurt and haven't healed. I wanted to fight him. So you said I'm acting like a bitch? Guess what? I was acting like a bitch. I was moving like a bitch. He had the balls to tell me, he said, bro, I'm not here to coddle you. You're a man, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I am grateful because I am the man I am today because he's part of that. Because he did not coddle me, because he told me the truth. And people want to say this BS about tone. It's not about the tone. You can say it in the nicest, politest way. When it offends, it cuts deep, because now that individual is awake and is aware of the issues because they spent so much time running from it. I recognize it because I did it. Healed people see healed people. Healed people understand the process of healing. And it's easy for me to sit and see it. It's the same concept that if we went to high school and you had Miss Stevenson for Spanish, I still have the notes. I can give you the notes. I can tell you what you need to say and do to pass the grade. Why? Not that I'm better than you. Not that I'm greater than you. It's just that I've been there first. I've taken the class and I passed. Let me give you some pointers. So I recognize when somebody's actually healed. I recognize when somebody actually changed. I know what area they're in because I went through it before. I remember I told my ex-girlfriend, I was like, yo, like, I'm saying this because I love you. Like, I am fucking you. I have the goal. These men are lying to you because they're trying to fuck you. Your friends are lying to you because they're trying to be like you. I am with you. If I'm planning on marrying you, it is in my best interest to make sure that you are the best version of yourself. Hell, if it's just for me to have peace, go check your engine light. Why? Because if it mess up, who got to take care of it? Me. I don't want them problems. If I'm not doing it out of love, hell, I'm still doing it out of selfishness for me. Either way it goes is not malice. It's not ill intent. And until we're able to have these conversations, it's not going to change. Because people don't want to change. It's easy to be a victim. Because when you lose, you can blame it on somebody else. And that's how people manipulate. Look at churches. Have faith. Pray. When it doesn't happen, you know what they're going to tell you? You didn't have enough faith. You didn't pray enough. That's what they're going to tell you. The secret. Have faith, believe. When it doesn't work, you're not having enough faith. You're not believing it. Go meditate and go feel it. You're not feeling it. You're not attracting it. No, you're lying. You're gaslighting. You're putting the blame on somebody else when you're the issue. Why? Because you yourself do not know how to look in the mirror and deal with yourself. So we can't have the tough conversations. I did 3 film talks trying to address certain situations, and I just deleted them because I know the backlash for it is going to piss me off. People are not going to listen because they don't want to change, and that's frustrating because I legit care. People look at me like, bro, man, DT don't give a fuck about nothing. It's not the fact that I don't care. It's the fact that I know when to put energy into it and when not to. And I cannot love you when you don't love yourself, because I've almost died doing that before. like black women won't understand why black men don't want to protect black women. When black men was trying to protect black women said no. How would you feel if I'm your brother, right? And I go out and no. Like how should I feel if you're my sister and you tell me that your boyfriend beating you up? I come over there, we get to fighting, I get locked up, I get shot, I get killed. What happened? You get right back with them. There's a story. This is the true story. A friend of mine was married. I'm gonna sit and say her name is Sarah. Sarah was married to Jay. Sarah had a sister named Joanne. Joanne got to fighting with her boyfriend, right? Joanne tells I forgot the first name. I'm gonna say Becca. She tells Becca that, hey, my boyfriend hit me. Becca tell her husband. Her husband go kill Joanne's boyfriend. Now, Becca's husband is locked up in jail. But what Becca's husband does not know is Joanne hit him and started the fight. So 2 black men are gone because one black woman did not want to be held accountable for what she did. Because she hit him first. And I'm sorry, I'm not one of the ones that like you're not gonna sit down and hit. Because when you tell men you need to walk away, no, she does not have no business putting her hand on a man. But we can't talk about that, right? We can't address those issues, right? We can't. Just me even giving that analogy is gonna be somebody who's gonna be pissed off at me. I can't even joke correctly. I made a joke. I be joking and trolling on Facebook, and what oh behold, this black woman got upset with me and started spreading rumors and lies and telling models I hate black women. And they, instead of them asking me, they assume, and guess what? They stopped rocking with me. Because I trolled. And then the helper had the audacity to, when she saw me again, hey, I'm so glad you're doing photography back. I treated her like nothing ever happened. Because it doesn't faze me, like I don't care. But that's sad that I can't even joke. So that's my frustration. Because I really do care, but I'm watching zombies. A lot of you guys are dead people walking. You just don't even know that you're dead. With my heart being heavy, y'all like, comment, subscribe, and give me your thoughts on this. And as always, I love you guys. Till next time, peace.